Hey guys, James Grandstaff here. All right, so I have another video today, or I'm sorry, another question today from a subscriber. And they're asking, do you think using PPE ad, page post engagement ad, for social proof is necessary? And it's a great question because in the last video I talked about using video views for awareness. And the great strategy that everyone can use when creating ads for Facebook, like direct response paid ads, is there's a strategy out there. It's been out there for a while and it still works really well. And it's basically starting with a PPE campaign. Right, so there's a little trick that I do. And I'll first create the ad under the conversions objective. And that allows us to include the headline, the description, and a call to action button. When you create a page post engagement ad, it doesn't allow us to have the headline and the button as of now. You could be watching this video 6 months down the road and that might be different. So what I do is I first create a conversions campaign, create the ad within that campaign. Then I grab the post ID and then create a PPE campaign and use the post ID for the ad, right? So now you have a PPE campaign with an ad that has the headline and a call to action and a description, like a normal, conversions ad. So what you want to do then is run it as a PPE campaign to your warm audiences and even cold traffic to get that social proof, right? And then you can use that same post ID once it's gathered that social proof, and then you could use it as a conversions campaign. So that's kind of the strategy that I use. And some of my clients do as well. So they'll put out an ad. Sometimes we put a new ad out in front of customers only as a PPE to get all the customers, engaging on it, saying, oh, I love this product. This is a great product. And then we'll use that post ID to put it out there in front of cold traffic. Now, for 2019 here with Facebook ads, one of the big things that they look at is they're going to be looking at the share to like ratio, right? So sharing is really the main metric that kind of goes on behind the scenes that Facebook is looking at to determine if our stuff is good or not. So when you create a new ad and you spend quite a bit of money on it, let's say, you want to take a look at how many shares you're getting versus the likes and comments. So we call that the share to like ratio. For instance, if you're getting, a 50% ratio, which would be really good, it would be like, 100 likes and 50 shares, that type of thing. So pay attention to that metric because that's just telling Facebook that, hey, the content that you're creating is good enough for people to share. And again, it's just kind of how things are shifting, for 2019. It used to be all about relevant score and building, winning the bid, right? If you were just to bid really high, you would win the auction and your ads would get out there. But now it's getting a little different because Facebook is really looking after what the end user is interested in. And they're doing a lot of different things. Like if you're selling an e-commerce product, they're actually surveying your customers, sending them a little survey that says, hey, I noticed you bought X from X company. Can you tell us about your experience with that? So there's a lot of cool things going on. So social proof is really important still. You'd have to split test it, right? Against, does a social proof ad really help with conversions? And I believe it does. It really depends on, the market, because I've seen ads without any social proof work just as well. So it's really about testing. But if you want to get that social proof and get those comments on there, start with a PPE campaign and then use the post ID to promote that same ad to cold audiences using a conversions campaign. So I hope that was helpful. And if you're watching this video and you have a question about social marketing on Facebook or Instagram, leave a comment below and then I'll add your question to the queue and I'll get to it as soon as I can. So that's it for this video and I'll see you in the next one.